Hey guys, this is Rachel with Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to be making the Munich Square from the 2020 VVCAL Vibrant Vintage Crochet Along. First I'm going to start with a slip knot, and then I'm going to go ahead and chain 3 and join with a slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring. You could magic ring or chain 4, whatever you prefer. And straight into the ring, we're going to go ahead and start with a double crochet, which is a beginning double crochet, which is a single crochet and a chain 1. And that's our beginning DC, the first DC of the round. Then we're going to make 11 more double crochet in the ring. And that's going to give us a total of 12 DC for round 1, including that beginning DC. Okay, I'm also using Shape Just Color Crafter yarn and size 4¼ millimeter hook. So we're ready to join our round here. We have 12 DC, and we're going to join with a slip stitch into the top of this beginning DC. And make sure you go underneath this leading loop right here and the loop from the chain. So go ahead and go underneath both of those, make your slip stitch, make sure your slip stitch isn't too tight. And then in this next stitch right here, you're going to make a beginning 4TR cluster. So we're going to go into that stitch with straight into a single crochet and then chain 2. And that's going to be like our beginning treble. And that's going to start our 2TR cluster. So now we're going to make a 3TR cluster. So we're going to yarn over twice. Make sure your yarn overs are not loose like this. Make sure they're kind of more snug up to the front. Insert your hook into the same stitch, draw up a loop, and yarn over and draw through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through 2 loops on the hook. Okay, so you're going to leave this loop, this last loop on your hook there. Then yarn over twice again, insert hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop, draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook and 2 loops on the hook again. And we're going to repeat that one more time. 2 loops and 2 loops. So now you've got 4 loops on your hook. And once you close this, you have your beginning 4TR cluster. All right, so now I'm going to chain 6, and this is going to be our corner chain space. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to go straight into the next stitch with a 4TR cluster. Okay, yarn over twice, pull up your loop, draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook, and I'm going to do this 4 times since it's a 4TR cluster. Okay, and now I've got 5 loops on my hook, ready to draw the yarn through, and now my cluster is complete. And we're going to chain 2 now, okay, and make another 4TR cluster in the next stitch. Okay, one more. All right, and now we're going to draw the yarn through all 5 loops on the hook. Okay, so now we've got our second 4TR cluster of this side here. You're going to chain 2 and do another one in the next stitch. All right, draw the yarn through all 5 loops, and now here's what you've got so far. So you've got your beginning 4TR cluster, chain 6, 4TR cluster, chain 2, repeat that again, 4TR cluster, chain 2, and 4TR cluster. And now we're ready to chain 6 for our corner, and that's how we're going to repeat all the way around. When you finish, you're going to end up with 12 4TR clusters on this round. Okay, so our round is nearly complete. We just have to join, but you can see I've got 12 4TR clusters here, and what you want to see is that these little petals kind of overlap each other. Okay, they're not going to quite fit, so they have to overlap, and that's kind of what makes the texture of the square. So now I have chain 2 on the hook, and I'm ready to join into this cluster right here. So I'm going to go through all of these loops on this cluster. All right, and that way whenever I make my slip stitch, it doesn't look like I've joined into anything there. Okay, so now we're going to start working into this corner chain space. We're going to go straight into a single crochet for our beginning DC. Okay, so single crochet, chain 1. That's the first DC of the round. And then I'm going to DC 3 more in this same corner chain space. All right. And now I'll chain 3 for my corner and make 4 double crochet into the same corner chain space. All right, and now I'm ready to work my side popcorns here. So I'm gonna chain 2 and make a 4 DC popcorn. So I'm gonna make it into this chain space right here. How you're gonna make this 4 DC popcorn is with 4 double crochet. Just make 4 regular double crochet here. All right, then you're going to release the loop from your hook, and now you're going to insert the hook from front to back through the first double crochet through both loops like that. Grab your loop and pull your loop to the front, and that closes your 4 DC popcorn. Now you're going to chain 2 and make another 4 DC popcorn in the next chain space. All right, release the loop. Insert your hook front to back through that first double crochet, grab the loop and pull it through. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and chain 2, and then we're jumping right back into our corner with 4 DC, chain 3, 4 DC, and that's how we're going to work around our square. All right, so you can see my round is nearly complete. We just have to join here. We've got 8 4 DC popcorns, and then our 4 corners of 4 double crochets, chain 3, 4 double crochets there. So I've got 2 chains on the hook, and I'm ready to join into this beginning DC with a slip stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch here to kind of travel a little bit, and then straight into this stitch we're going to work a beginning DC. So go straight into it with a single, and then chain 1. That's your beginning DC. Now we're going to chain 1 again for a chain space, and then we're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in our corner. All right. Okay, so I've got my corner, 2 DC, chain 3, 2 DC. Now I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Okay, and now we're going to chain 3, and we're going to make another 4 DC popcorn into this chain space here. So you're going to skip this chain space. You're going to work it into this chain space right here. So 4 DC popcorn. Okay. Chain 3. And skipping the space, you're going to work into the double crochet here with a DC. Chain 1, DC, chain 1, and now we're ready to go into our 2 DC, chain 3, 2 DC corner again. Okay, so this is how we'll work this side all the way around. Okay, so I've got this round complete, and I went ahead and joined into the first beginning DC here with a slip stitch. So this is how our square looks before you finish the final round. So now all we're going to do is just put a round of single crochet. So you're just going to make a single crochet into this chain space and into these 2 double crochet stitches as well, and then 3 single crochet in the corner chain space. Okay, and make singles in all of the stitches and chain 1 spaces. It's going to be 7 total at that point. So I'll show you. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 up until that point, and then 3 in this chain 3 space. All right. Now we're going to make 1 single crochet in the 4DC bobble, and I just work into it like working into the top of it. Okay, and make a single. Now into this chain 3 space, we'll do 3 single crochet, make 6 single crochets here up until we get to our corner. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're at our corner where we're going to make 3 singles. Okay, so that's how we're going to work all the way around till we get to the very beginning, and then our square is complete. All right, so now my square is complete. I went ahead and joined into the first single crochet, and this is the Munich Square from the 2020 VVCAL. So you can subscribe and check out that playlist on YouTube for more of these squares, and also head to cypresstextiles.net for the crochet along and lots more free patterns. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.